people will probably cannot name the state labor commissioner. That person oversees worker safety for the entire state, not to mention elevators. A political newcomer won the office this year. He's Republican Luke Farley. WRAL's Capitol Bureau Chief Laura Leslie sat down with the incoming commissioner. She joins us now live from the Department of Labor in Raleigh. Laura?
Farley ran on a campaign pledge to make elevators great again. Well, as you mentioned, the job goes far beyond elevators. I asked Farley about his plans to make North Carolina's workers safer and how he might handle the job differently than his predecessors did. Luke Farley is a workplace safety attorney who's never held elected office before. But this year, he decided to run, defeating a better-known Republican, John Hardister, in the primary.
And I'm really passionate about protecting our workers and their jobs at the same time. I really believe strongly that common sense regulation promotes job growth in this state, and the opposite drives jobs out of this state.
The department has been criticized in the past for what some say has been lax enforcement. But Farley believes his predecessors have taken a balanced approach that he plans to continue.
We're below the national average for the rate of workplace injuries. So I think being below the national average is a pretty good place to be. That's not to say we can't get better, and I'll be working to get us better.
Farley plans to offer more employer training programs and more positive recognition for employers who follow best practices. He thinks that's especially useful in the construction industry.
It's not just a pat on the back. It's a tool for marketing, right? If you do work safely and you can tout yourself as a safe business, that is a positive when people are looking to hire you.
One of the challenges facing Farley is understaffing. He plans to ask state lawmakers to raise wages for inspectors to better compete with the private sector.
It's hard to actually do the work without an adequately staffed department, and we are proposing a 10% salary increase to attract people to those jobs. That's hugely important.
I also asked Farley how he plans to make elevators great again, and his response was that he wants to make sure that they are inspected on time. He will need help from state lawmakers to add staff to get that done. Coming up at 7, I'll bring you more from our conversation, including what Farley plans to do about the dangers of heat exposure for North Carolina workers. Laura Leslie, WRAL News, live in Raleigh.